Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. We're almost through another week in wonderful Puerto Vallarta. It's 10 a.m. Puerto Vallarta time, and it's April 23rd. As usual, I've got the weather, the exchange rates, everything going below right there for you. And of course, shout outs to my amazing sponsors, without whom the show would not be improving like it is all the time. Well, at least we hope it's all improving. Hopefully y'all agree. Okay, if you're new, say hi. If you come here often, also say hi. I love to get good interaction from everybody. So looking forward to a good show this morning, and let's go. So with that, first of all, I'd love to share with you a live view of Puerto Vallarta this morning. Here we are. We take a look at that. Lovely outside. Not too many clouds in the sky. Looks pretty amazing out there, really. If you're not in Puerto Vallarta, I'm sorry. But for those who are, we're really enjoying it, and it's a lovely place to live, as usual. So, of course, you're here on PVRN, Puerto Vallarta Real News. I'm your host, Brent Lane. Glad that you joined me this morning. With that, hopefully, the big news here has been the water outage. If you've been keeping up with that or affected by that, you're well aware of this story, of course. But right now, Puerto Vallarta is estimating that, that 100% of the affected neighborhoods will have their water supply completely restored by tomorrow morning, Friday. Most locations, about 70%, are already fully restored, and by the afternoon of April 22nd. But these tanks have to refill, so it's taking a little bit of time. So hang in there with them, and hopefully if you didn't have water at one time, well, hopefully now you do. Oh, so who knows? It looks like YouTube may or may not be working again this morning. Not seeing too many people on right now, but if you are on and you're watching the show, do say hi, so I know you're here. That really helps me as well. Okay, with that, let's chat about some fun stuff. So, hey, how many NFL football fans out there do we have? Are you in a city with a great NFL team? Are you in a city are you out there in Seattle where you won the Super Bowl? I know I got PDX Girl usually on here. So if you've got a favorite NFL team and you want to shout them out, please do in the comments. Let's hear it. For me, it's, of course, I'm going to type it right here. See? Here we go. Whether you like it or not, there you go. For me, it's the Cowboys. I am not seeing the comments right now, but I think they're starting to come through now. Give me just a minute. There we go. The comments are finally coming through. I did get some messages. Okay, so catching up. I don't know what's going on with the comments this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. If you heard me, Calgary is freezing cold. I'm seeing that, Joseph. Good morning, Houston. How are you? Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Stephanie. Buenos dias, Chris Anderson of the Anderson Report. Your comments are coming through, but they're coming through really, really slowly. So I'm not seeing them on the screen, but trust me, they're coming through slow. We'll figure it out. All right, let's get into the news. If you're commenting and I'm not responding back too fast, it's just a little hiccup in the system this morning. But if you're driving in the northern area, so we're talking about Nuevo Nayarit today, there are some road closures you should be aware of. I'll put the map up on the screen for you so you have an idea what I'm talking about. And there it is. So the Canade Macro Regional Triathlon is going to create a bit of road closures in Nuevo Nayarit today. That's going to be today and tomorrow. Travel restrictions are scheduled from 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. each day. That's to help and facilitate the cycling and running stages of the event, obviously not the swimming. The most notable disruptions will occur along Paseo de los Cocoteros and Paseo de las Palmas, which is going to block the main circuit and various access points throughout the hotel zone up there. Motorists are encouraged to use Avenida Mexico as the primary bypass to reach the Riviera and Nayarit Boulevard. If you need to reach the northern end of the district, El Tigre or Flamingos entrances are the best options, though Movement near the race route will remain strictly regulated. Local officials are advising residents and workers to arrive early if you need to get somewhere because the heavy buildup is expected on the streets throughout the day. So congrats to those people running in the race. Amazing to hear that. If you're cheering them on in the comments, well, glad to hear it. I mean, I'm kind of getting them slowly but surely. I'm not sure what's going on with the comments today, but we're not going to focus that on too much. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. If I didn't say good morning to you directly, it's just because I'm not seeing the comments too fast. I see you, Jordan, out there with your Cowboys. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. With your Broncos. So there you go. I knew he would say it, Laura. I see you. I see you. All right, moving on. Did y'all notice the big giant cruise ship in port? I know you did. So it is, or was, because it just left, it was the Atlantis Events Charter Cruise. The ship was called, let's see, the Brilliant Lady. Still is, it's just not here. It brought in an estimated 2,000 gay travelers to Puerto Vallarta aboard the Virgin Voyage's brand new ship, the Brilliant Lady. The midday arrival not only delivered a major boost to the local LGBTQ plus tourism sector, but also marked the highly anticipated debut of the cruise line in port. It's the first time ever. Passengers were scheduled to remain in the city until approximately 1 a.m. in the following morning, and they provided them plenty of time to explore the beaches, restaurants, and famous nightlife right down there in Zona Romantica, which had to be hopping. This big-time visit highlights a remarkably busy spring season in Puerto Vallarta. Believe it or not, we've actually been doing pretty well of late, which is great. According to the port schedule, which I looked up, April will see a total of 27 cruise ships docking. It's an increase to the 14 arrivals recorded in March, so that's good. So Brilliant Lady shared the harbor with another massive vessel, including the Royal Princess. And, you know, if you saw both of those in there, it was pretty impressive. I'll show you one more shot. So this photo I took last evening as it was getting later in the evening. I took this one with the pretty cool heart on it and the Vallarta. I think a lot of people saw that. If you did, I'd love to see your photo sometime. Shoot it over. But I got a nice shot of it as it was saying how much it loves Vallarta and about to head out to sea. Also, a quick reminder, if you haven't done it yet, get on it. It's right there. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to march my way, march to 1,000 subscriptions. I'm only at about 450 right now. And so I've been working with Chris Anderson and we've been thinking about what can we do. And it actually was his idea to kind of come up with some kind of a promotion. So let me go see what I can do. If you're a business owner and you're interested in being part of sponsoring a promotion to get to 1,000 subscribers, send me an email anytime. Definitely we can chat about it. My email is PVRNMX, so Puerto Vallarta Real News, PVRNMX @gmail.com. And so would love to get to that 1,000 subscribers. And I think with your help and all of your help, we can make that happen. Okay, what else is new? What else is going on? Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the comment on the photos. I know comments are coming in a little slow this morning because I'm manually pushing them over the best I can. But here's the multitasking. You know, here I'll multitask to multitask. Here's the multitasking. Boom. Cheers, everybody. If you're one of those people that love the coffee time jingle, let's hear it from you. But if you didn't, it's just on special occasions now. So the coffee time jingle's only on special occasions, which is going to make a few of you very happy. So that's fun. So you got control of my show. It's our show, actually. All right, moving forward, let's jump into a little bit of national news. So in the national news side, we do have an update regarding the story I talked about yesterday where the archaeological site and the gunman. But now what's happened is they're saying that the site has reopened to the public yesterday. We'll show a little shot of that. Following the tragic shooting that forced the temporary shutdown of the area. To ensure visitor safety, the National Institute of Anthropology and History, that's INA, coordinated with the National Guard, the military, and the state police to deploy around 300 security personnel across the complex. While metal detectors were not installed at the entrances, authorities set up checkpoints to manually search tourist backpacks before granting access. Due to a 3-hour delay in morning reopening that caused a massive massive lines, officials decided to waive the entrance fee for everyone waiting to enter the ancient city. Nicely done. These enhanced security measures come in response to a violent attack. We all know about this one on April 20th, where a lone gunman did kill a Canadian woman and injured 13 other tourists before a self-inflicted gunshot wound took him out. Although the on-site museums and most of the ruins have resumed their normal operating hours, INA has confirmed that access to the Pyramid of the Moon, the exact location of the incident, will remain strictly prohibited until further notice. In the wake of this highly unusual event, the Mexican government has also promised to implement and reinforce security protocols at other major archaeological zones across the country to prevent future tragedies. All right, well, terrible news that happened. I'm glad the Mexican government's taking it very seriously, as of course they would. Sad state of affairs here. We don't see a lot of that here in Mexico. So, we cover a little bit of national news as well. And I believe that story's probably come to its conclusion, which is good. We want to move on. All right. Next story I want to share with you, and I'm calling it, well, that's just fine. You'll get the pun here in just a second. So, authorities in Jalisco and Nayarit are working towards a reciprocal agreement. This isn't good news. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. That would allow traffic fines issued in one state to be collected in the other state. I didn't even know this wasn't already happening. This initiative, which is driven by the Metropolitan Interest Coordination, aims to close a legal loophole where out-of-state drivers often ignore citations because there's currently no interstate enforcement mechanism. Who knew? By synchronizing their databases, both governments hope to ensure that motorists face consequences for infractions regardless of which side of the state line they're on, particularly between the interconnected Banderas Bay region. All right, so I did ask AI to put together a little chart for this. This is going to be kind of fun and funny. I do love the AI charts. They're hilarious. Try to dig through that one. I know it's kind of small, especially if you're on your phone. But the proposal is really part of a broader effort to improve road safety and legal accountability across the metropolitan area of Puerto Vallarta and Bahia de Banderas. Too much coffee. The plan includes sharing vehicle registration data to help identify stolen cars and track repeat offenders more effectively. While the technical integration of these systems is still being finalized, officials emphasize that this cooperation is essential for managing the high volume of daily cross-border traffic and maintaining order on the shared highways. And I will add, of course, that's going to go up a bit with the addition of the new bridge coming in. So we talked about that yesterday. We chatted a bit about the bridge coming in. Oh, more Bronco fans. Oh, there you are. I see you. I got nothing against the Broncos, which is kind of funny until one of my good friends, you know who you are, being kind of the annoying anti-Cowboy fan for no apparent reason. So I'm going to hate your team right back. It's just the way it is. Go Cowboys tonight in the NFL draft. And if you're joining late and you don't know why we're talking about football, nice job, Mike. I like the Bronco head. That's pretty awesome. And you're joining late. The NFL draft is tonight. If you're a football fan, if you're not a football fan, but you're from a city with a team, let's hear it. Let's hear what team you support. And here's to the NFL, kind of starting up tonight. I mean, I consider the draft kind of the continuation of the season. So if you have a team that you love, put it in the comments. I know the comments are a little slow today. We'll get that worked out. But for now, throw them in there. I see you. Oh, here comes the Redskins. I see you. All right. Ugh, gosh. I mean, everybody hates the Cowboys. I get it. I mean, I just happen to be a fan of the team that the world either loves or hates. I get it. All right. Oh, I see. Go Redskins. Oof. All right. Let's talk about motorcycle emissions. This one's actually near and dear to my heart, being someone with a few bikes in the garage. Mexico is implementing a major environmental shift with the introduction of the country's first rigorous federal standard designed to curb emissions from new motorcycles. Okay, so it's clearly saying new motorcycles. Let's dig into this a little bit, because for years, the rapid growth of the motorcycle fleet has really outpaced environmental laws here, but this new regulation closes in that gap by setting strict limits on carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and hydrocarbons. To comply, manufacturers are moving away from older carbureted engines in favor of electronic fuel injectors and catalytic converters. Technology has significantly reduced the toxic output of vehicles as a whole. Okay, not all those apply to motorcycles. I understand that. But as I run through the story, we're going to figure this out. Now we got a Viking fan. All right. Oh, God, go Niners. Oh, man. For being a Cowboys fan, everybody's my enemy. So this regulatory update enforced by Semarnat aligns Mexico with international Euro 4 standards and directly targets the air quality challenges in the bustling urban centers, especially. As delivery services and personal commuting continue to surge in cities, like right here in Puerto Vallarta and Guadalajara, the mandate assures that the next generation of two-wheel transport is substantially cleaner. While the new rules apply to new units hitting the market, it marks a definitive end to the era of unregulated, high-polluting small engines, promising a measurable breath of fresh air for metropolitan residents. Yeah, I know that's a pretty funny photo. Thanks for commenting on that. I got a little help for that one. That actually looks like every motorbike in Vietnam when we lived there, just punching that gas out, that gasoline and smoke out the back end. So there's those new regulations. What do you think about them? I mean, we talked, what was that, last week about the new electric buses that are supposed to be here. I haven't personally seen one yet. I think that's great in terms of like cutting down on the noise a bit, cutting down on the local pollution right there on the streets. Of course, even with electric vehicles, there's a lot of coal behind the scenes, so there's still kind of an environmental problem. But I see it as a good benefit to have electric buses here because, gosh, I mean, when we walk and we try to exercise down the Central Main 200 here, it's so loud and there's so much emissions coming out. So maybe this will be a little extra help, in that area. So let's keep a lookout for that and see how that moves forward. So I think it's a good thing. We want to keep our air clean here. It's currently clean, so let's keep it that way. Just a quick reminder as we're moving on through the show, don't forget to subscribe. I'm never going to get that right. Right down there, there it is. Click that button if you're new and never, ever miss a show. Appreciate it. All right, time for a little coffee on the coffee cam. Are you ready to do it with me? This is where you take your mug, even if it's the afternoon, you cheers with me. Boom. Let's have a sip. All right. We're in the home stretch, everybody, and almost done as we're moving towards a 20-minute show today. 20-minute show. So, moving forward into our last story, which is more in the entertainment column today. So, this time of year, it is a little hard to find festivals and events, so I've kind of moved a little more towards news. But the Patron Saint Festival is coming up in La Cruz. I did do a generated image on this one because I didn't want to steal anybody's image for it. But the seaside town, and you all know it, La Cruz de Guanacaste, is set to host its annual Patron Saint Festival. Now, this is going to be from April 25th to May 3rd. And this 9-day celebration, locally known as Fiestas Patronales, honors the Holy Cross and serves as one of the more culturally significant events in Valle de Banderas. The festivities blend deep-rooted religious traditions with the vibrant community atmosphere, attracting both locals and international visitors to the town's main plaza and church. You really need to go up there and check this out. The daily program typically includes drawing processions, evening masses, and a lively expo feria featuring regional food, traditional music. I said regional food, Chris Anderson. Anderson Report's got to get up there, I bet. He loves some regional food at an event. And one of the event's most spectacular highlights is the Maritime Procession, which you see in the photo, where local fishermen decorate their pangas with flowers and banners to carry the cross across the bay. The celebration concludes on May 3rd, the Day of the Holy Cross, with a major religious pilgrimage, traditional dances, and large-scale fireworks display, of course, that lights up the marina and the town center as well. I'm pretty excited about that one. What do you think? Maybe the Anderson Report. I don't know. The Anderson Report's more really focused on Central, but I see him down there. Road trip. I love it. I love it. Road trip. Let's go do it. I would love to see what kind of photos you can get rather than that generated one. All right. Once again, we're almost at the end of the show. Don't forget to subscribe, please, down in that lower corner of the screen. It helps me a lot. I'm on a drive to 1,000. I want to get 1,000 subscribers here. So if you or anybody you know might be interested in news that's local and English and Monday through Friday for about 20 minutes, please do subscribe. You can also catch me on Substack, Facebook, and even Spotify. So you can go to sleep to me. How nice. You can just daze away. All right. One quick last coffee can. Boom. I hope you cheers with me. But that is the end of the show for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for supporting my sponsors. Make sure you get out there and check out PV Aesthetics, south of the burger, which is actually, for real, 100% my favorite burger in town. And right above south of the burger, you can go stay the night at Barrio Vallarta. It's owned boutique studios, owned by the exact same owner. So just giving them a little love and a shout out today. Without them, this show wouldn't be what it is. And if you want to learn more, just hang in here for the credits, which are about to roll right now. Thank you for joining. Thank you for interacting, and see y'all tomorrow.